Hi Legends, so today we are going to talk about what it means for a seed to germinate. So the word germinate means to begin to grow for the first time after being dormant or after a seed has been inactive for a very long time. And so since we've been learning about plants, germination is the first step in the plant's life cycle. First thing I'm going to show you is some video clips of seeds actually germinating. I'll have two examples for you. Both of these examples were recorded at Indiana University, and here are two corn seeds that are being filmed underneath the ground in a period of darkness. So seeds actually do not need light in order to germinate, and you'll notice that one corn seed is pointing down and the other one is pointing up, but you'll find that the roots will still grow down no matter what. So here we go. See, the root goes down on this one because it can sense the gravity of the earth, and so the roots grow with gravity, grow downwards, and then the shoot grows next. It goes up. So that's the corn. I'm also going to show you an example of how sunflower seeds will germinate. This is an above the ground view, and it kind of looks like they're dancing around. So these seeds germinate, little seedlings sprout, and basically this movie is being like fast forwarded a lot because usually when you look at a plant you don't see it move quite so fast. As they get taller, you'll notice that they get greener too, and the leaves get larger because then they need more photosynthesis. So I think this is like pretty cool because it shows you how plants really are living things, and they actually move a lot if we just stop to notice them. So there you have your examples of how seeds begin to grow or germinate. And you'll notice that seeds do not need light in order to germinate. So what I'd like you to do now, if you haven't already, is to go ahead and read the article that you got in class that has the information about the different parts of the seeds and answer the questions in the boxes. After you've read that, you can go ahead and check your answers with me on the next slide. Okay, so here's today's objective. Today you should have been able to observe and explain how a seed can overcome the force of the soil in order to germinate into a seedling. And so here we have a bean seed showing that process of germination. So what are the three parts of the seed? Every seed has a seed coat, an endosperm, and an embryo. So here are where those things are located. The embryo is going to be the little plant part of the seed that's going to grow into the mature plant. Endosperm gives food. Seed coat, like any other coat, protects. What is the job of the seed coat? Kind of just told you that. It protects the seed while the seed is dormant. But Miss Cosleone, what does dormant mean? Well, when a seed is in dormancy, or when it's dormant, you're basically waiting or asleep. So whether you're a seed that's dormant, you haven't started growing yet, or whether you're a bear hibernating, you are dormant, you're not active. So, you know, hopefully in science class, none of you are dormant and you are all active and focused. So the opposite of dormant would be like very active and like alive, moving, things like that. So can a seed perform photosynthesis? What do you think? I hope you said no, because a seed does not have leaves. But if a seed does not have leaves and it can't do photosynthesis, how does the seed have the energy and the nutrients to be able to grow? Well, it gets its energy from the endosperm, that inside part of the seed that's going to be its food source until the little seedling will have enough leaves to do its own photosynthesis. If you wanted to germinate a seed, what would you absolutely need? Water. You also need a little bit of oxygen and a right temperature. You can't be too cold or too hot, but water is going to be the main thing. Here's an analogy. Yolk is to the bird's egg as what is to the seed? Well, just like the yolk is inside of the egg and kind of provides that nutrients, so the endosperm provides that nutrients to the seed. How does the embryo grow? This is the same question as how does germination begin? Step 1, got to start with water. Step 2, that embryo inside the seed is going to get bigger or swell. It'll break the seed coat, Then the root's going to be able to grow downwards, and the shoot's going to grow upwards through the soil as it sucks up more and more and more water. Why does a plant not need an endosperm, but a seed does? Well, a plant has leaves, so a plant can do photosynthesis. It doesn't need an endosperm to give it energy. Here are the steps of germination, and here's a picture that kind of shows you the steps, kind of what I said before. The main thing here is that a seed soaks up water until it's like much, much larger. Then it kind of rips out of its seed coat, kind of like, you know, a person who's gained a lot of weight, tries to fit into that tiny little jacket that they remembered fitting into last winter, and they just pop on those sleeves, and those sleeves just pop right open. So just like a seed who's outgrown its coat, that water is going to really make that seed kind of gain weight, you could say. After that, the root will grow downwards, and then the force of that water, as more and more water gets pumped in through there, it'll just kind of lift itself up out of the soil. So in class today, what you should remember is that we divided up into groups, and most of you should have planted a seed in the dirt, just a bean seed, in a cup with soil, and others of you put a bean seed in a little baggie with some water and a moist paper towel. And hopefully our seeds will germinate and none of us got bad seeds. Here's your exit ticket. Go ahead and pause here and make sure that you've got the correct answers, or you can get the correct answers. The answer to number 1, a seed is germinating when it is growing or sprouting for the first time. Number 2, what is essential for the seed to germinate? It's water. The answer to number 3 is, the key here is that the seed will swell and it'll cause the seed coat to break, which makes the entire process of germination begin faster. Number 4, the root comes out and then the shoot. All right, legends, good luck with germination, and I hope you guys ace your quiz on Friday.